I'm Liliana Hernandez, and I'm a student at Eakins High School. I've always loved anime, cartoons, and video games, but I really love webcomics as of late. I love to draw. I've wanted to become a professional illustrator or maybe a freelance animator, but recently I've wanted to start my own webcomic. I love computers, coding, and drawing, and I want to double major in computer science and digital media in college. The first project we did was making a background for our butterfly animation. Then we made characters or objects that would be animated and would feature in our butterfly animation. Our next project was making the butterfly animation itself. We used Flash and we used the objects that we created and we animated them to make a short little film about a butterfly being struck by lightning. In Magix, we used clips of sounds and drums and guitar basses to create something similar to music. Using traditional animation techniques, we made a small GIF of a bouncing ball. We used pencil, paper, and Premiere to loop it all. As a first independent project, I made an animation about a small doll losing its eye buttons and falling off a shelf as it grew old. This was a test of our animation skills. My school held a t-shirt design contest, and it was for the New Tech Academy at my school. This design is a chip on a motherboard. Practicing our traditional animation skills once again, we made a drum animation. It's a hand hitting a drum repeatedly. We made another GIF out of this. This is the script for my next upcoming project. It is called Falling by me, Liliana Hernandez. To demonstrate our knowledge of human anatomy, we made a zombie animation using Flash and Premiere. I animated the background and the zombie and the mask. The mask required knowledge about facial structure, and the zombie required basic information about the human body and proportions. As a study of how clothes move and follow an object, we made an egg skirt animation where a skirt is wrapped around an egg and it's moving in circles. I made a video in Premiere, and to layer all those small animations and overlap them and animate them, I used color keying to make the backgrounds of those animations transparent. Learning to use the bone tool with motion presets in Flash, we made a small animation about a horse running through a river. Referencing back to the storyboard I mentioned earlier about a project I was working on, this is the project I was working on. It is a children's book animation. Using all the knowledge we've learned previously in the first semester, we use this as our first independent project to prove what we know. The title of my animation is called Falling. I was given the task to design a robot model for a robot army for a game developer. The theme was steampunk/cyber/militia, a dystopia. I try to keep it simple because these robots are being mass produced and they would be simple but strong.